All right, welcome back to another episode of Craig and Dave's Sci-Piece. I hope you enjoyed our last super long episode. It was supposed to be two.
Yeah, the alien episode we were supposed to release in 2 parts, and I forgot about that, and I released it in one.
We even recorded splits for it and everything.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
The best part was when you said, I was like, you asked me a question. You're like, hey, what do you want me to do about this? And I was like, not be mad that I put that. I was like, had nothing to do with what you asked me.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to, because I was like, now we have to record and get like,
Yeah, that was the best way to break the news.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah,
I loved it.
We love getting together to record, but we have like a kind of a set thing because we record a few episodes in a row and stuff, and it was just funny. I was like, oh no,
It's fine. Whatever.
Yep.
It's fine.
but yeah, it's fun. But in that time, we actually got a sponsor now.
We did. We have a sponsor.
Yeah, we
It's
do.
fantastic.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we got a sponsor, Dubby energy drink.
Yep.
But they're like it's one of those no sugar, no crash, none of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of natural stuff in it. So
You'll be seeing more from our sponsors.
yeah,
soon.
you'll be seeing more from it. We're
A
gonna get some
sponsor.
stuff. Yeah, we got a sponsor. It's great.
I love it.
But it's cool because you can go to their website and you can use Sci-Piece as the promo code and get 10% off of your order. So that'll help support this show and it helps support our partner.
And help support yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Give yourself some good energy.
Yep. And next week we're gonna do some taste tests.
Yeah, we'll have the
next-
full sponsorship rundown
Yeah,
next
in the-
week for sure.
yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know next week.
Not next week, but in
The
a
next
few,
block of
in a few,
episodes,
in
couple
the next
weeks,
block of
yeah.
episodes, you'll see it. But we're gonna keep promoting them through these next few episodes.
So, but in the meantime, check out Dubby Energy Drinks, and like Craig said, use the promo code.
Yep,
Be fantastic.
it's right there on the bottom of the screen.
Where over there?
Yeah, over there.
It's down. Oh,
yeah.
down here.
Yeah.
All right. And if you're like our wives, they need energy drinks to keep themselves awake when we talk about this show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But if you're here, you like it.
Yep.
So at the end of that extended Alien episode, which we'll probably end up doing more of that.
Yeah.
I would guess.
I'm having a feeling we're gonna be doing more talk about that stuff.
Yeah. The way things are going.
Yeah.
But we have a topic that's some kind of related in the same realm. I think that for today.
Yeah.
The Black Knight,
Black Knight,
satellite,
yeah.
whatever that
Yep.
is what it's morphed into. So, I will say this though, before we jump into this topic, we did get some fan mail and we got a fan request
We did.
that will be the next episode. So we had a
Yep.
fan send us an email. They were checking the show out, gave us a suggestion that we'll talk about in the very next episode, which
We
will
will.
be the Antikythera device.
Yes.
So tune in like 26 minutes for the but no, thank you for that. Our Corey is who
yep.
sent it to us. So
Yep.
But before that, let's get into the Black Knight. What is it, Craig?
It's a movie with Martin Lawrence. It took place.
It was like a good movie. It was back to he went to like medieval times.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. But it's
He's wearing a Jets jersey, and they killed him just out of principle.
yeah, right. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
The Jets couldn't win back then either. But no, the Black Knight satellite, it's what it's called. It's an object that's been orbiting for a long time.
Yeah.
Apparently, some people say it was detected prior to its photograph in 95?
98.
98.
1998. Yep.
Nikola Tesla said he received signals. He didn't say specifically from that satellite, but he said he
Yeah.
was receiving these weird signals that were spaced apart. And then someone else in the 40s or 50s, a ham radio operator kind of found the same thing.
Yep.
And it led a lot of people to believe that this is where it came from. It's been, just floats around. It's in low Earth orbit. Nobody
Yep.
knows what it is.
Yeah,
you
how
know.
long it's been there. Some people have said it's been around tens of thousands of years.
Yeah, there's some people that say it's been around for 13,000 years. Is what,
right.
but
where they got that number, no one knows.
yeah, but the thing is, like the Black Satellite. There's a guy. It was an astronaut that claims he knows what it is because he says he dropped it. It was a thermal blanket. Yeah, like they were connecting 2 modules for the ISS together, and it got away from them. But it's at a different height than the ISS for one thing.
And it would be odd that it found an orbit to maintain.
To maintain for this long.
Yeah, without degrading or anything. Yeah, it's
it's
weird.
just a blanket.
Yeah, it doesn't
Even
sound right.
even the ISS has to adjust, has to rate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To push themselves back up.
Yep.
You know, from a degrading orbit, they use the propulsion jets to kind of raise themselves back out into height. Because an orbit is just falling. It's not.
It's controlled falling.
It's
Is
a
what it
controlled
is. Yeah.
fall. You're going fast enough that you miss the Earth.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's all it is. But
I don't know anything about that because I
Yeah.
don't fall fast enough to miss anything.
yeah. But so that's one.
But what's happened is over the years, all these little stories have kind of like almost got mashed together
Yeah.
into this because it's now there's an image like that's what it's been this whole time. Like all these
Yeah.
different things they're attributing to this. But, like if you think about Tesla and that guy from the 50s, of course they're getting radio signals and stuff from space.
Yeah,
that happens.
and that happens. And who knows? Back then, they might not have realized it could have been something. It could have been a radio signal from Earth bouncing off the ionosphere, and they were
Right.
just capturing it there. They didn't know, or it could have just been
Anything.
like radio bursts from stars and stuff like that, from our star, from other stars, just catching on to that.
Yeah.
I mean, the first time that they heard remember those guys? There was a huge radio telescope. I'm trying to think of their names. They were the guys who came up with the. I don't know if they came up with the
Bill and Ted.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Like a phone booth, right?
Yeah. No, there were these guys. They were they were using this radio telescope, and they were getting this static like you get on your television.
Yeah.
And they realized that, hey, wait a minute, this isn't just noise; it's the universe.
Yeah.
You
It's
know, and
wild.
and like so the static on your TV is picking up radio signals from the Big Bang.
The vacuum of space actually has sounds.
Yeah. So
That's
it's
crazy.
It's crazy, and when they realized that, then they attributed it to the Big Bang and stuff, the energy from the Big Bang and stuff like that. Because that was a priest who came up with that theory.
Yeah, but that's kind of a cop out, isn't it, to attribute it to the because technically you could attribute everything we know to that.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know,
yeah,
if you zoom out enough.
yeah,
Oh, it's because of the Big Bang.
yeah,
Like, no, dude, you drank my drink. Like, well, the Big Bang.
yeah. The Big Bang. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's my father said I was born. But
Mom disagreed.
but
When a priest came up with that?
I'm pretty sure the theory of the Big Bang came from a priest that was an astronomer.
That's weird.
Yeah,
I don't say weird. It's not common.
you would figure they would be like, shut up and burn him at a stake.
Yeah.
But no, they,
Probably did.
yeah. But yeah, so I think that's what it was attributed to. But anyway, the Black Knight has been some people say it's been around for a long time, that it's a probe from another civilization.
Yeah. It doesn't look like a space blanket or anything for the reasons
No.
you said. It doesn't look like I've seen 2 images of it, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But I think what further fuels the conspiracies is when NASA's like, no, it's just space debris. And everyone's like, lies,
lies. Yeah, exactly.
lies.
Exactly.
Just because they said it's not something.
Yeah, because they were just like, hey, dude, you're gonna say you dropped a blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, okay.
I dropped a blanket.
Yeah. You dropped the thermal blanket. Just go.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, because especially back then too, and they were trying to, all the shuttle missions, all the spaces, they've all captured stuff. They've all seen things,
Yeah.
and they're all like, "Shut up! Don't say anything." You know, what I mean? It's just shut up. Now things are coming. Now things are starting to come to light.
Yeah.
Although back then, a lot of guys talked about it.
Yeah.
A lot
But
of
it wasn't so easily accessible to the general population
Yeah,
as it is now.
exactly. And even that, when they talked about it, NASA scientists was like, I don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It was probably this.
Yeah.
They just threw it as unexplained.
Right.
But
I mean, to have a natural satellite, not unheard of.
no.
You think about all the shit flying around in space, like
Yeah.
something's bound to just catch an orbit and keep it.
We have one right now.
Yeah.
Another small. They say, you know, oh, the Earth captured another moon.
I was going to say the moon.
But it's a very small object. It's probably the size of this studio.
Yeah, but
You know
still,
what I mean?
like there's things like that happen. We can see that stuff now.
Yeah,
We know what it is. So
exactly.
like when you hear the word satellite, that doesn't mean like it was a man-made object we put up in. Satellite is just anything captured, maintaining an orbit.
Yeah, exactly.
Essentially is
And
what
that's
it
what
is.
happened. That was just an asteroid that came through. It was like, got locked, made a couple of wide turns, and then just kind of settled into this
Yeah.
slow orbit. But they say because it's elliptical, they're thinking like by 2030
It'll be gone.
it'll get ejected back out. You know what I mean?
Makes
and just
sense.
move on and go somewhere else and crash into something.
Place sucks.
Yeah, yeah.
They're all
We're outta here.
crazy.
Lucky.
Take me with you.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you think about all that stuff. Like, I mean, we've had, so in the past few years, we've had these objects from other solar systems come through.
Yep.
I don't even want to say it.
Please.
Yeah, Amunamu, whatever it is. Yeah, that one. And then 3i Atlas.
That was
Could we name the other one something like that?
right.
You know?
Just give me letters and numbers.
Yeah, Amuwamanamu or some stuff like that. I was like, why do they have a Hawaiian guy name it? Just, you know, just give it some numbers. But yeah, so
Some dude in Zimbabwe trying to say Atlas right now.
yeah,
Getting all mad.
Yeah, getting all mad. Yeah, have some Zimbabweans name it. Nah. But
Please
no,
move on. Move on.
Yeah, moving on.
But no, the 3i Atlas one. I was gonna bring that up because that thing way more interesting than the,
Yeah.
Black Knight to me. I think the Black Knight, like I said, it's something that was photographed in space. We couldn't explain it, and then a lot of these crazy stories from the last 100 years get attributed to it.
Yeah, get jumbled up to
Yeah.
with this, and it could be a space, it could be
could
a thermal
be.
blanket. You know,
Yeah.
it's quite possible. But to me, it does. It's been so since 1998. That's what. They're
Almost 30 years.
Almost 30 years. It hasn't degraded in its orbit, and
Hasn't done anything.
you know, and it's in a different. It's in a different altitude of
Yeah.
orbit. You know, I guess you would call it an altitude, but as the, as the ISS.
Yeah,
you know?
but what's the most likely explanation? It's just a piece of space debris.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
probably all it is.
That's probably all it is. Most
It's just
likely.
a weird
Yeah.
shaped rock or something that.
Yeah, like 3i Atlas, same thing. It came through that, and that's the one thing that drives me insane. Like, so Avi Loeb is he's a astronomer,
Yeah, Avi,
astrophysicist. He was the guy who says, "Oh, it could be an alien probe," right? He wrote a paper about it. At the bottom of the paper, what everybody fails to acknowledge is at the bottom of the paper, the guy writes, "It's probably just a asteroid."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, or a comet, you know, but he's like, but I say this because when we have these things coming in from other solar systems, we need to think outside the box because
Can't
it's
just
always a possibility.
Can't just assume it's this one thing.
Yes,
Right.
exactly. And then,
It makes sense.
yeah, and then it started to do things different than other, you know.
It made course corrections.
It did weird stuff. So, and it was weird. Its orbit came in. Came in on the elliptical, on the plane
Yep.
of all the planets, and it was actually making very close passes to most of the major planets in the solar system.
Yeah.
You know,
Crazy.
which is interesting.
It is. It is.
But it also could just be coincidence. You know, I mean, we get these things. We've probably missed a zillion of them that have come through, and
Absolutely.
you know,
Yeah.
over the 4 billion years, you know, 4.5
course.
billion years.
You think about all the the gravitational forces from like every planet, every moon, every this, and
Yeah.
whether it's near it or not, is exerting some kind of force in this thing. So it's not just going to go a straight line through this.
No,
it's going to
exactly.
wobble and do all sorts of things. It's going to get pulled one way, but pulled back by something else.
Yeah, and like things like we have things in like the Kuiper Belt and like the Oort cloud that get ejected out of our solar system all the time just
Yeah.
because of certain things, impacts or.
And they
just-
don't go out in just
strange-
like a straight line. It's not like
No.
a ping.
Yeah,
No,
and they're gonna travel on until they get to it close to another star, which could take a freaking trillion years. You never know. Like that's the space between. Like everybody always thinks like how. oh, we're going to, like, we want to go to Mars, right? And they're like, how are they going to get through the asteroid belt? Like, they're just going to fly through it because it's not like Star Wars. They're thousands of miles apart.
Yeah.
All this debris. They're not right on top of
That's
each
what
other.
that's what people think.
But that's what people think. They think it's like, like the Empire Strikes Back. They're going to fly through this clump of rocks.
Right.
You would, if you saw one, you'd be like, where's the other one? Like, I don't know. It's thousands of miles away.
It's like it's like the solar system. Like all those planets are all grouped together. But like, yeah, but they are millions
of miles apart. Exactly.
Yeah, big picture, they're grouped together.
Yeah.
But when you get into it, they're not that close.
They're not that close. They're not that close. Exactly. I mean, we look at Voyager just left our solar system.
Just now.
Like year before last.
Voyager.
2004. Voyager. Yeah. Yeah. Voyager.
Sorry. Wow.
But yeah, that was
way back
Star
sci-fi
Trek.
reference.
Yeah. Yes. But that just left. It's been 41 years.
It's been more than that, hasn't it?
Well, it was launched in 76, right?
So that's 50 years.
I think. Was it 76?
So
Something like that.
50-ish.
Almost 50 years that thing's been flying at thousands of miles an hour.
It took 50 years to get out.
Yeah, it's not traveling slow.
No.
It's probably doing like 28,000 miles an hour, and that used the same thing. Like it went out, it used slingshot from other planets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's an incredible. I find that amazing.
Do that math to figure out
that those guys figured that out and did it is incredible. The funny thing is you get those people that I hate talking about. Oh God, I hate them.
Which people?
Those flat.
Can we do
dummies.
an episode about that?
Yes.
We'll
I'm gonna get mad.
I know, but like
Okay.
we'll all right, we'll preface the episode. But yeah, okay, anyway.
Yeah. So, but that's why they deny it, because they are like,
it's too hard.
It's too hard.
It's because they can't figure it out.
Because they can't figure it out. I can't figure it out either.
can't.
But I know there's a group of guys that sat around and were like, yeah, we could do this.
Yeah, and then they did it.
And they did it.
They figured that math out by hand.
By hand, yeah. And it's not like they did it overnight. That was years of research for them to do it and figure it out. We have to launch it this time in this direction. You know what I mean? And it's
amazing.
Yeah.
I can't, like, stuff like that hurts my brain. I can't. It fascinates me that we can figure it out. The fact that it made it out is proof that we figured out how to do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
and it's still transmitting.
That's crazy to me.
It's still transmitting back, and it won't forever.
No, at some point it's going to be too far.
It takes a full day to receive a signal from it.
It's crazy.
So when it got all wonky like 2 years ago. It turned around.
Yeah.
It got kind of spinned around a little bit. Like it rotated on its.
Yep.
So they were having a hard time getting signals to it. So they came up with a program. Now this thing's been out there for so long, and they're like, we're gonna send it a course correction, not a course correction, but we're gonna rotate it again. They send a thing.
But they have to send it like with the technology that was used to build it.
Yes,
Which
exactly.
So you have to reverse engineer your plan back to 1970 something.
Yeah, and then they sent the signal. You wait a day for it to get there, do what it's going to do, and send the signal back that it worked.
So it's 2 to 3 days before you know if it even worked.
Before you know if it worked, yeah, and it did.
That's,
which is crazy.
That's wild.
It's just
First
crazy.
of all, the fact that they know what happened to it, and like, all right, this is what happened.
Yeah.
Just by looking at a freaking data.
A bunch of numbers on they get a picture of just a bunch of numbers.
You know what like? That's
yeah.
Hurts my brain to think about. Then they're like, oh, this is what we need to do. These numbers. Send it back.
Yeah, exactly.
Then it worked.
Yeah. That's like a lot of people, they get mad like, oh, space was fake. That picture of that planet isn't real. Like, because there'll be like a picture of an exoplanet, and like, no, it's not real. It's a rendering, a digital rendering of what they think it looks like, because they didn't get a photo of it.
Yeah.
They've got data on what it is. They've got
Yeah.
numbers, squiggly lines, and some radio frequencies.
Yeah.
And they're able to put it together because they're smart.
Yeah,
smarter than us. Yeah.
Yep.
It just blows my mind that that we've done that, and that thing is still going. And with all the new stuff that we still do and things that is still happening, you know?
Yeah, wild stuff.
It's,
But
yeah.
this thing, the Black Knight, I don't think it's anything but just, it probably is just some debris from somewhere that's just floating around the planet. Just gets stuck in orbit.
Yeah.
And there, it's just there.
Exactly.
I'm more fascinated with other things we're discovering, because if there was anything to this, you'd hear more about it.
Yeah.
But like even NASA's like, no, it's just this, and that's it.
Yeah. It was just like a tent from Hiroshima.
Yeah,
They just got launched into orbit. Yeah. Well, I know years ago when they were testing nuclear weapons, when they started testing them underground in the 50s, they were testing them underground. It was like a manhole cover type thing for this vent shaft, and they detonated the thing and it was just gone. And it made it to space.
That's amazing.
So
It's amazing.
So
This is a manhole cover floating around in orbit.
yeah, imagine that. Wow. But
That's wild. I didn't know that.
yeah, they know, like, because they were like it just disappeared. The thing was gone, and then they started. I guess I don't know how they pick it up or whatever with radar or whatever. They ended up. Well, they're tracking everything when they're doing that stuff, and they see this thing launch.
That's amazing.
Into space. But yeah, it's crazy.
It's a Japanese 10. Messed up. But no, I never thought much about this, the Black Knight. I was like, it's probably just a rock floating around the planet.
Yeah, right. I mean, it could be a thermal blanket. It also could be other debris from stuff. We were launching stuff into space all the time back then,
And
just
so we're
testing stuff.
So were other countries that hold way more secrets, and like this.
Exactly.
It could be any. I don't think it's some ancient alien satellite spy thing.
So.
Like that doesn't make sense.
Because if it was, it wouldn't still be floating up there.
Yeah,
somebody
would have
retrieved it.
Yeah,
you know, whether they
were taking it down with something.
Nobody would have talked about it. You know, it would have been going whether the Russians did it or we did it. We would have grabbed that thing.
Yeah,
like we're out of here.
We want it.
Yeah. So I just believe it is just space debris.
Yeah. If you're one of those conspiracy theorists, like, how are you going to argue that the government hides all this alien tech, but they're not going to go get alien tech?
Yeah, we're just going to go grab that.
They're going to leave that one alone. That makes sense. But that's probably just a rock.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, those are my thoughts. I think it's a fascinating topic, but honestly,
it's an interesting thing.
I think just over time it was easy to be like a target, and as soon as we saw a picture, like, that's what's been doing all this stuff for the last 100 years. Probably not. Doubt it.
Exactly.
Nah.
Yep.
But I think I can wrap it on this one. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too.
All right. Sorry, Martin Lawrence. We'll get you next time.
Okay.
But thank you all for checking us out. Another episode of Craig and Dave's Sci-Piece. If you do have opinions, you have suggestions, you just want to reach out to us, catch us on our email. It's cdscipiece@gmail.com. We also are active somewhat on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah,
like it, subscribe it, follow us.
Yeah, we're usually. I mean, yeah, if you post on there or something, we'll respond to it definitely. We post just a lot of stuff. We share a lot of stuff from Michael Button. Archaeologist, one of my new favorite archaeologists out of the UK. He's guy's awesome.
Love it.
But yeah.
Love it. So I think that's it. So our next episode, we will get to our fan suggestion of the Antikythera device.
Yep.
Hi, Josh.